First, the top news headlines. MLA Thoktom Satyaberta unanimously elected as Speaker of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly. First ever session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly commences with Governor's address. National Immunization Day being observed across state. Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the MAMI TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. MLA of High School Assembly, Thoktom Satyaberta, has been unanimously elected as the Speaker of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly today. The election to the office of the Speaker was chaired by Speaker Pro Tem S. Rajan at 9 a.m. on the first day of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly session. MLA Thoktom Satyaberta was unanimously elected as the Speaker of the State Assembly, as no elected MLA of any other political party filed nomination for the post of Speaker. Leader of the House, Chief Minister N. Biren, and Senior Opposition Leader Okram Ibobi took the newly appointed Speaker to his seat. Later, 11 representatives of 3 political parties, including Chief Minister N. Biren and Senior Leader O. Ibobi, expressed appreciation to the Speaker. Thanking the House for electing him as the Speaker, Th. Satyaberta said that Speaker plays a major role in a democratic state and promised that he will uphold the rights and privileges of the House and will moderate debates on any state issue without partiality.
The House's honorable members, Treasury, the opposition, I will welcome the Hana Sony is here, Roger Matanda Kali Momakaki partiality, the Hinderoi, Levaki Oba, Maru issue, Kunakamatan the school, London Skill and Deliver that diplomatic sentiment, Kanga houses in deliberation of the guide to London Delivery. Ashikishumba, our speaker, Yana Dai Deliver, Haushida, session of the Satarakadaba, Tomarakadaba, different questions are. Move, demands, budget, Mayam Punamak, Lakadar Basi, Honorable Speaker, Yana, neutral decision, neutral review, and the Makada, House Yuga, upon the control of the company.
The Speaker announced that a Business Advisory Committee will be constituted and adjourn the House at 10 a.m. The first ever session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly commenced at 10 a.m. today with an address by Governor of Manipur, Laganation, after the election of MLA Thoktom Satyaberta as the Speaker of the State Assembly. In his special address, the governor congratulated the newly elected members of the House on winning the people's mandate and expressed the hope that the elected members will uphold the values enshrined in the Constitution of India. Highlighting the achievements of the previous BJP-led government, the governor stated that although the COVID-19 pandemic continued to pose challenges during last year, the proactive efforts of the government to accelerate a vaccination program against COVID-19 went a long way to facilitate opening up of economy and in picking up the pace of developments. Besides, he highlighted various other initiatives of the government during the pandemic, ranging from commissioning of PSA oxygen generation plants, setting up of ICU beds, installation of RT-PCR machines, and the benefits provided to the people under Chief Minister Gihakshel Gitengbang, among others. Governor Laganation also mentioned about the improved law and order situation and delivery of justice during his address. Speaking on finance and planning, he said that despite the challenges in resource mobilization in view of the pandemic, his government ensured that government expenditure was increased or at least maintained at the pre-pandemic level. There was increase in total expenditure from rupees 17,165 crore in financial year 2019 to 20 to rupees 22,465 crore in financial year 2020-21. The governor also highlighted the government's achievement in different sectors including tribal affairs, minorities and AC and OBC welfare, food security, education, power, agriculture and allied activities and natural resources, pisciculture, veterinary and animal husbandry, water resources and management, water supply connectivity, urban planning and development, rural development, social welfare, tourism, sports, arts and culture, IT, administrative reforms, among others. The governor further assured that his government will continue to work for welfare and inclusive development of the state.
Multi-sports complex, formerly Ruwan Park Cricket Stadium, for a total project cost about ₹173 crore, was approved by the Government of India during the current financial year. Foundation stones of 72 projects were laid and 61 projects were also inaugurated during the year. Hajj House is being constructed at a unit cost of ₹10 crore at the Dillon in Tawal district under the scheme for special assistance to state for capital expenditure during 21-22.
Later, MLA Sapam Ranjan moved the motion of thanks to the governor's address seconded by MLA T.H. Basanta. The House then made obituary reference to 5 departed former members including former member of the Assembly from Taubal AC Leitan Them Tomba, former member of the Assembly from Chingai AC A. Aja, former member from Nauria Pakanglakpa AC Wahengbam Ango, former member from Wabagay AC Mayengbam Manihar and former member of the Electoral College, Manipur Territorial Council and the First Manipur Territorial Assembly 1962-67 from Aimol AC Atuibo Daimai. The members of the House observed 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the departed members of the House. After the obituary reference, Chief Minister N. Biren tabled the annual report of Manipur Information Commission for the year 2018-2019 and 2019-2020, and annual report 2020-21 of Manipur Lokya Yukta. Further, the Secretary of the Manipur intimated the House on the Governor's assent to 6 bills. The first day of the session concluded with moving the motion for votes on accounts 2022-23 by Chief Minister N. Biren after the presentation of the first report of the Business Advisory Committee 2022, presentation of demands for supplementary grants 2021-22 and presentation of budget estimates 2022-23. As launched across India, National Immunization Day has also been launched across the state today. For Thoubal District, District Family Welfare Officer, DFWO Dr. KSH Memcha launched the National Immunization Day at Health and Wellness Center and Urban Primary Health Center at CMO Complex located at Thoubal Wangmataba in Thoubal District. The immunization organized by District Health Society Thoubal and District Family Welfare Officer under the aegis of National Health Mission on the theme Let the Victory Over Polio Continue with 2 Drops of Life will conclude on March 26. Launching the administration of polio drops to children up to 5 years of age, the FWO KSH Memcha said, target to administer polio drops to 42,700 children is set for Thoubal District. To achieve the target, 15 mobile teams have been formed and a total of 330 polio booths have been opened for the district. Besides, 66 supervisors have been appointed for the campaign. The DFWO said polio drops are being administered to children at booths opened at every locality to achieve at least 80 to 90% coverage on the booth day to day, while polio drops will be administered to children at their doorsteps from March 25 to 26, stating that to achieve the set vaccination target for the year, a total of 1,320 vaccinators have been deployed. Dr. Memcha urged the people of the district to extend support in making the campaign successful.
One district in a 42,700 ni aduga koi gi chimjariba budna 330 ni sida koi supervisor kuwataru amadi koi PAC CAC makai chinga koi district oiba team taru amadi state ki oiba supervisor jit mayam ma toroga koi ngasi se ꯌꯥꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ 80-90% ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯐꯥꯔꯁ ꯗꯦꯁꯗ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯉꯝꯅꯅꯕ ꯄꯥꯟꯗꯝ ꯊꯝꯖꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯍꯌꯦꯡꯒ ꯍꯪꯆꯤꯠꯀ ꯇꯥꯡ 15 16ꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯎꯁ ꯇꯨ ꯍꯥꯎꯁ ꯚꯤꯖꯤꯠꯅꯤ.
Deputy Commissioner of Churachandpur District, Jausang Lur Jauthe, also launched the intensified pulse polio immunization program at District Immunization Office at 7 this morning. Speaking on the occasion, DC Jausang Lur Jauthe, who graced the launching event as a chief guest, lauded the initiative of the medical fraternity and assured that the district administration will provide all possible assistance in the initiative. CMO of Churachandpur District Hospital, who graced the event as the president, Dr. Kim Ngai Ching, said although the government of India had announced that polio has been eradicated from India in 2011, the immunization program is still held in the country as the disease is not fully eradicated from neighboring countries such as Afghanistan. A total of 300 polio booths have been opened to administer polio drops to children in the district, and 17 divisional supervisors and 17 sectoral supervisors each have been deployed for the campaign, and a mobile team has also been constituted to administer polio drops at doorsteps, CMO Dr. Kim Ngai Ching said. Family Welfare Officer of Churachandpur District, Dr. Paulun Mang, appealed to people of the district to help in making pulse polio immunization program successful.
For this year, I would like to add 1 or 2 points is that our pulse polio immunization was to be settled on 23rd January. Actually, because of the election and all, it was settled again at 27th February. It was rescheduled again. This is the third time on 24th March. So it has come a long way from 23rd January to 24th March. So because of that, we are also not very well prepared anymore.
Deputy Commissioner of Imphal East District Kumantem Daina kick off intensified pulse polio immunization for the district at Primary Health Center Basihong. CMO of Imphal East District Dr. L. Indira, HOD of Pediatrics Department, JNIMS, Professor N. Kameshwar and staffs of the health center took part in the program. Speaking on the occasion, Daina said the department aims to give polio doses to 53,761 children below 5 years in 90,180 households of the district by opening 490 polio booths in the district. On the first day of the 3-day immunization program, polio doses will be administered at 490 polio booths in the district. In the second day, healthcare workers will make house-to-house visits, and on the third day, healthcare workers will be stationed around the market areas. Daina sought people's cooperation in making the program successful.
Angang asi 0 to 5 years fawbagi angang sing ni akoy target tawzari basi asida akoy healthcare workers sing, asha sing, anganwadi workers sing na punna 90,000 henba akoy household sing da visit tawraga angang sing asi the polio vaccine asi pithak pagi thorang tawzare duga akoy punna Imphal East ki oina ngasi budday tai budday asida 490 bud akoy Imphal East district ta hangzari hozik polio vaccine OPV drop sing angang sing the beneficiary angang sing the pithak chari akoy healthcare workers sing na hayeng hangchit kana akoy house to house visit akoy ngasi budday sida chitha hor bangang sing adu akoy healthcare workers sing na house to house charaga cover tawnabagi thorang sa tawbaloi sare masigi mathakta akoy na market areas in the healthcare worker thamzaraga polio vaccine asi angang sing da pithaknabagi thorang tawri adu.
Floral tributes were offered to 3 victims who died during a Thabal Chongba event at Laimayum, Hairok Part 2 on March 24, 2008 on their 14th death anniversary. RPN Memorial Trust Committee, Hairok organized the anniversary at their memorial site at Hairok Part 1 near Umang Lekol. Family members of the victims, people of the locality and special police officers, SPO, offer floral tributes to the victims during the ceremony. All the attendees observed 2 minutes of silence. It may be mentioned that during Yaoshang in 2008, 3 persons, Romesh, Promila and Nirmala died when some unknown people opened fire during a Thabal Chongba at Hairok. Following the incident known as Hairoki Thabal Chongpamgi Thodok, around 300 security personnel of SPO were deployed at Hairok to check such unwanted incidents. Since then, the day has been observed as Mangalpiba Numit. Southern Angami People's Organization SAPO imposed indefinite ban from March 24 midnight within Southern Angami jurisdiction against Manipur government's failure to withdraw its armed personnel and permanent structures within 72 hours from Kezolsa area. The state government has sent a notice to the Nagaland government to stop the ban. SAPO stated that during the indefinite ban, the paramilitary forces on duty, ambulance and patients, press or media, TNME Public Organization executives and its unit executives, TPO Board of Arbitrators on production of valid document will be exempted. Meanwhile, Manipur government has appealed to the Nagaland government to bring an amicable solution to the problem and restore peace in the area by talking with the representatives of SAPO to put an end to the indefinite ban. According to a notice issued by the Special Secretary Home, State Government H. Gyan Prakash to the Chief Secretary of Nagaland, satellite map shows that armed personnel and permanent structures are within Manipur territorial boundary. National Highway 39 is an important lifeline of the state. A solution must be brought to resolve the problem from both sides, Prakash added. Director General of Police DGP Manipur Police P. Dongal has stated that the Home Department will start using stringent act, satellite mapping and drone technology to make the government's war on drugs mission more successful. DGP P. Dongal said this at a press meet held at his Manipur Police Headquarters office at Babupara yesterday. Speaking further, he informed that Chief Minister N. Biren held a meeting with heads of different departments yesterday. During the meeting, the Chief Minister instructed the police department to intensify the war on drugs mission and anti-corruption activities. In the fight against drug, and Home Department has started using satellite mapping and drones to identify poppy cultivation areas to destroy the poppy farms, the DGP said. Besides, necessary initiatives have been taken up to strengthen police intelligence against drug to intercept drug smuggling, he said, adding that checkpoints will be set up in hill areas near the Indo-Myanmar border to crack down on drug trafficking along the border areas through foot trails, stating that involvement of cadres of militant groups under suspension of operation cannot be ruled. DGP Dongal said that police cannot take action due to lack of evidence. FIR was not registered for destroying poppy farms in the past, but FIRs are being registered now, and village chiefs have been issued strong warning against allowing such illegal activities in their respective areas, he added.
First of all, this time, destruction it is because government has been providing us funds, and fund has been utilized in a proper manner. That is number one. That is also one incentive. From a far off place, we cannot do much. But numit ani gumba, if we stay there, camped already, then we can destroy much bigger area. So that is there. Aduga poppy destruction toba gidi good service marks gidi phajana tharai, and we are screening them also. Screening them haibadi me atei who are not doing much work, office gumba da leirega or normal duty da leirega, good service ibasu leye. But for us, we will be giving preference to people who have been of hill camp to rega smaina warega destruction toba phaba adugidi. This incentive also we shall be giving.
Students' organizations of Manipur has appealed to people to stop organizing entertainment events in view of the upcoming BOSM and COSM examination 2022 starting from 5th April. The joint press release issued by the 6 students' organization MSU, MSF, DESAM, KSA, SUK and AMS said entertainment programs such as concerts, Leela, Thabal Chongba and DJ conducted even after the Yaoshang lead to decreasing the morality of the youths. As such, all entertainment programs after Yaoshang must be stopped. The release appealed to the organizers who have already scheduled the date for Thabal Chongba to postpone it to the day of Chairauba festival. The student bodies will be discussing the matter for relaxation with the associations and bodies of the Leela artists. The students' organization sought the support of the associations. Poster campaign against drug users and peddlers under the theme Lekai Dagi Haurasi kick off today at Wangjing Awang Lekai in Thoubal district. The campaign was organized by the youth of Wangjing Awang Lekai. During the campaign, they gave message about the ill effects of using drugs in the society and pasted wall posters. Taking part in the campaign, one of the youth, Roshan, said the campaign was introduced to educate the masses that one must be aware about the rise of drug abuse during festive season.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯨꯝꯍꯩ ꯐꯤꯌꯣꯡ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯤꯂꯥ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯏꯁꯩ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯥꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯄꯥꯛꯁꯟꯅ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯊꯤꯡꯒꯗꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯏꯁꯥꯅ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯥꯟ ꯇꯥꯃꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯈꯪꯃꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯪꯉꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯋꯥꯔꯅꯦꯁ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯁꯟꯗꯣꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯀꯦꯝꯄꯦꯟꯅꯤ ꯋꯥꯡꯖꯤꯡ ꯑꯋꯥꯡ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏ ꯍꯣꯗꯥꯝꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯀꯦꯝꯄꯦꯟꯁꯦ ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯛꯆꯔꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯁꯤꯚꯤꯜ ꯁꯣꯁꯥꯏꯇꯤ ꯑꯣꯔꯒꯅꯥꯏꯖꯦꯁꯟ NGO ꯀꯌꯥꯅꯁꯨ ꯆꯠꯊꯕꯤꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯔꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯛꯆꯔꯒ Manipur pumba masigi ithagi pomase ajopa haibo wakhalon aduda.
A one-day free medical health camp was held at DT Pharmacy at Thoubal, Nongangkhong. The free medical camp was organized by Medical Officer of Imphal East COVID Home Isolation, PHN Nishikanta Sharma, in memory of his parents PH Dilip Kumar and K Tampasana. Doctors from different departments took part in the health camp. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Nishikanta said the medical camp was organized with an aim to provide medical facilities to around 500 people and to those who cannot go to the hospital owing to COVID-19. The camp hopes to give medical assistance to the people of the locality who help him. He extended his appreciation to the doctors and friends for assistance and assured to organize such camp in the future. India recorded a total of 1,938 fresh COVID-19 cases with 67 deaths in the last 24 hours, taking the COVID-19 tally to 4.30 crore. According to Union Health Ministry data, the active cases declined to 22,427. The active cases comprise 0.05% of the total infections, and the national COVID-19 recovery rate was recorded at 98.75%. The daily positivity rate was recorded at 0.29%, while the weekly positivity rate stood at 0.35%, the ministry said. Meanwhile, with 2,531 patients having recovered in the last 24 hours and the cumulative tally of recovered patients surged to 4.24 crore, India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has also exceeded 182.23 crore across the country. On the other hand, COVID-19 vaccination for the age group 12 to 14 years that started on 16 March had reached 72 lakh, where the adolescents have been administered with the first dose of COVID-19 vaccine. Before we end the bulletin, let's look at the top news headlines once again. MLA Thokjom Satyabrata unanimously elected as Speaker of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly. First ever session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly commences with Governor's address. National Immunization Day being observed across state. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening.